Today, beat the heat by hitting the stores, from a shop that stocks the unexpected and a store that promotes soulful living to a humble farmhouse turned emporium.
Travel with AAA's Discover Oklahoma.
Hi, and welcome to AAA's Discover Oklahoma. I'm Jennifer Reynolds.
And I'm Dean O'Lawley.
Well, the heat is on, it's summertime, and so we have gone around the state collecting some destinations where you can do some shopping in air-conditioned comfort.
I like that. And we're going to start right here in Guthrie, specifically a store called Prairie Gothic. I told you that was a cool place, didn't you?
I could hardly get away from shopping to come and do the show.
That's right. This is a store, in fact, that actually takes pride in stocking stuff that's all things unique, different, and out of the ordinary.
There's a saying from the old television series Twin Peaks that goes, quote, "This is a place both wonderful and strange." Well, that's a great way to describe Prairie Gothic. It's one of those stores when you walk in, you'll immediately notice this is going to be a fun and different kind of shopping experience. And the idea for the store pretty much started from a hobby.
The concept is, it started from me and my mom collecting things and then kind of just combining our aesthetics. Like, a lot of people are interested to know that she's more of the Gothic side and I'm more of the Prairie side. So it's just the combination of our tastes.
And this store has an eclectic array of items, to say the least. And just when you think you might know what you'll see around the corner in the store, I guarantee you'll be surprised.
We always talk about maybe the darker side of the Prairie. That's what we like to think about whenever we think about like what we want in the store and the things that we want to have in here. We think like, what would be the darker thing to have? So obviously we have a lot of bones and taxidermy and just stuff like that. And we like historical things, all kinds of natural things, and a collaboration, I guess. Like, it's just the things we pick up and find. So we just kind of curate a collection.
They also sell a lot of soap and local honey, as well as t-shirts and incense. Shirley and her mom are co-owners of the store, and given the eclectic taste of the items, I had to ask if she and her mom ever disagree on what and what not to buy for their customers.
We find ourselves in that situation more often than you would think. Sometimes, like, she has to stop me from, being obviously too Prairie or Western or something, and then I'll be like, no, that's too creepy. We can't have that in here. No one will like that. But the surprising thing is that even if we don't compromise and we're like, I don't care, I'm going to do that anyway, that people like it. So you learn that, you got to work with people and take their advice.
One thing they do agree on is they love being located in Guthrie. And many times when they are picking out merchandise for the store, they wonder if those products could be found in an old-fashioned Guthrie general store. And so far, the reaction from the customers here, it's been very good.
We've had great feedback. We're kind of surprised at the feedback we've gotten. Like, a lot of our customers, we repeat customers, which is great. And a lot of people just give us great feedback. I'd say like 90% of our feedback is really good. And some people are just like, oh, this is just not for me, which that's fine. And we understand that.
And finally, I had to ask Shirley what was her favorite item in the store.
My favorite item, one of the things that was one of the things that I kind of fought my mom on and I wasn't too crazy about to begin with, are like the taxidermy items. And it's kind of gotten hard for me to let them go. Like, we have a porcupine that I've named him and I love him. And I'm just like, no, we can't sell David, not David. But yeah, I love that. And I love everything. That's why we pick the stuff that we put in here. It's just because we love it, and we just, hope that people like it too.
Prairie Gothic can help with out-of-the-box gift giving, even if the gift is for yourself. You'll find all the information you need to know on the Discover Oklahoma page at travelok.com.
With our first destination officially in the books now, time to turn towards southwestern Oklahoma.
No, we've often said that we get some of our best story ideas from viewers, and that's exactly what happened in the next case.
Some folks from the town of Blair called us and said, you have got to check out this place called City Slickers 101.
And our Shell Wagner was very intrigued, and guess what? She took the next opportunity to head for Blair.
Blair, Oklahoma shoulders up to US 283 and State Highways 6 and 19, just 10 miles north of Altus. Established in 1901 and named after John Blair, a railroad official who helped bring the line here, there are still glimpses of this town's railroad heritage. But nowadays, most folks arrive in Blair via car to dine at one of the homegrown restaurants like Luigi's Italian or Backdoor Steakhouse, famous for prime-cut aged Angus steaks. And savvy travelers know that for a trip to Blair, they should bring the big car, because this little hamlet is an antiquer's hub with a jumble of neighboring stores that'll make you want to roll up your sleeves and start rifling. While most of the stores huddle around this main intersection, there's a new shop in Blair that you'd kick yourself for missing, and this one's not alongside the others.
You need to check out City Slickers in Blair, Oklahoma.
City Slickers is in a little frame house a couple of blocks off the main drag. Look for the red tin roof. This store is owner Jeannie Armstrong's playhouse.
I'm over here most of the time, even when I'm not open. You know, it's just really a hobby and something that I really enjoy doing, so it's really not work, you know.
Each room of the store/house is a magical mishmash of stuff that makes Jeannie smile.
They come in and they look and they're like, wow, there's just, you know, so much to see. I can't, you know, take it all in at one time. But I have a lot of different personalities, and I like a lot of different things. And the main thing I like to do is take old stuff and make it new. That's usually what I do, is find something old that somebody's either thrown away or I found at a flea market or whatever, and make something totally different out of it or something new.
Balloons make Jeannie grin, so she added a balloon bouquet boutique. There's a Miss Kitty's Saloon themed room, a couple of areas with a Western bent, but a warning to you, the items with George Strait on them are not for sale. Jeannie won't part with those. There's shabby chic country style next to a Christmas year-round room.
And I like to make the Christmas wreaths, so I did that with that in mind, and I painted the ceiling red so it would be Christmassy, and did the decorations on it.
One section of the store nods to the 1950s, and next to that, dive into this beachy bathroom in honor of Jimmy Buffett. The surprises continue around every corner and every nook and closet, and even outside the store. Stuff you're not going to find just anywhere.
Now, where else can you shop and then play with pygmy goats? All in the same place.
At City Slickers, that's where. In Blair, I'm Shel Wagner.
We have everything you need to know about City Slickers 101 on the Discover Oklahoma page at travelok.com.
All right, stay where you are. We have more shopping destinations lined up, the ones that'll help you beat the heat.
We're headed to T-Town next for some artful browsing alongside artful dining when AAA's Discover Oklahoma continues.
On the road, one never knows what lies ahead. Indubitably, almost every week, one encounters bad form from Sunday drivers.
Sheer rudeness begets the occasional fender bender.
Precisely why we have insurance from AAA.
Hear, hear.
A name drivers can trust.
Especially good ones.
Especially great ones.
Cheers!
Plenty of room to swing a rope. Plenty of heart and plenty of hope.
Oklahoma, where the rigs sweeping down the plain, and the waving wheat
Can sure smell sweet.
when the wind comes right on the ring. Oklahoma every night.
My honey lemon eye.
Sit alone and talk.
And watch ya hop.
Crazy circles in the sky. You know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. And we say,
We're only saying
don't do it, fight Oklahoma. Oklahoma! O-K-L-A-H-O-M-A, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, come see for yourself.
Daddy, look, a beaver.
Oh, he's so cute.
Oh, no.
until there's an impenetrable force field to protect your car from woodland creatures. There's the next best thing, insurance from AAA.
Welcome back to AAA's Discover Oklahoma, checking out places where you can beat the heat.
And we're highlighting places where you can find the different, the unique, the unusual. You're looking at me when I say unusual.
Because I think it's no coincidence that the next place we're going to is totally unique to Oklahoma. It's been described as astonishing, beautiful, inspiring.
And we're talking about, of course, Tulsa's Gilcrease Museum, where works of art, great food, and of course shopping all go hand in hand. And guess who went up there? Abby Curran wanted to show us the way.
Gilcrease is a wonderful place to bring your family, especially during the summertime, because when it's hot outside in Oklahoma, it's always cool here in the museum. So families can come out and tour the galleries, and they can look at some of our permanent collection. We have one of the world's largest collections of art and artifacts of the American West.
Gilcrease Museum was founded in 1949 by Tulsa oilman Thomas Gilcrease. Thanks to his love of Western art and his savvy collecting skills, a legacy of incredible art and artifacts live on at the Gilcrease, alongside artsy merchandise in the museum gift boutique and artful cuisine in the museum's restaurant.
We definitely try to pull our inspiration from the art. And, we try to work closely with the museum whenever they're having an event or something, and try to work with them and pull influence from that.
With seats for about 80 guests, restaurant goers can choose from an array of delicious menu items. The Buffalo Burger is one of the favorites.
We do a salmon salad with a citrus glaze over spinach and asparagus. Also, we currently are doing fish and chips. So it's more of a traditional fish and chips. The one also sells very well for us. Then we do an appetizer of ceviche. So we do 3 different types of seafood.
Not only is the food delicious, but the view is stellar too. The lush greenery of the Osage Hills can be seen from every table.
We change our menu. We try to change it with the season. So the menu does change. We do specials. The Tuesday through Saturday, we have just the regular restaurant. Sunday, we do a Sunday brunch. Then we also do brunches for holidays like Mother's Day, Easter. Also, we do a Thanksgiving, big Thanksgiving spread.
After lunch, tour the museum to soak in their permanent collection and current exhibits. But don't forget to pop into the gift store for some shopping.
They can come to the museum store and shop for souvenirs for friends or family or for themselves. And they can come in the store. They don't even have to pay museum admission to come into the store and shop.
Great art, boutique shopping, and gourmet dining together in one serene and air-conditioned spot sounds like the picture-perfect destination to me. From the Gilcrease Museum in Tulsa, I'm Abby Curran.
The Gilcrease has a fantastic website. It's there you can find out about events, exhibits, and so much more, and we'll link you to it from the Discover Oklahoma page at travelok.com.
All right, put down the remote and stay with us.
Because we have another fascinating find where you can beat the heat. Ever wonder what's behind those yellow doors on Oklahoma City's Automobile Alley? Well, there's plenty to see, and we'll show you when AAA's Discover Oklahoma continues right after this.
We had some family members that had switched to AAA, and they kept telling us how much money they were saving and kept telling us that we should look into it. And so we decided that we should go see what we could do. We have 3 kids, and there's not a lot of money left at the end of every month. And so any penny that you can save is a big deal. AAA was something I always heard of when I was growing up. And when people talked about it, they talked about it in a reliable way. And so when we switched to AAA, it was something that we just trusted from the beginning. It ended up saving us quite a bit. Our car insurance alone saved us probably about $600 a year. Our life insurance, we were actually able to double our coverage, and our premium still went down close to about half as well. Again, it's not something you ever want to think about as you grow up and become a grown-up with a family, but it's definitely something that you need to have. Having insurance is important. Having affordable insurance that you can trust is a blessing.
This summer, you're gonna need this. Thrilling adventure. Heroic performance. Ford Summer Spectacular Sales Event. Featuring blockbuster deals.
He's the best chance we got.
Now playing at your local Ford dealer.
So you in or out?
Plenty of room to swing a rope.
Plenty of heart and plenty of hope.
Come sweeping down the plains.
And the waving wheat
Can sure smell sweet when the wind comes up behind the rain.
every night.
My honey lemon die.
Sit alone and talk. Come on, come on.
Making lazy circles in the sky.
We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand.
So when you say, yeah!
We're only saying you're doing fine.
Oklahoma,
Oklahoma, okay.
L-A-H-O-M-A,
Oklahoma, okay.
Oklahoma, come see for yourself.
Welcome back to AAA's Discover Oklahoma, helping you find some places here during this heat of the summer where you can shop for cool stuff in cool places.
Now, what if that cool stuff maybe had a flair toward the sustainability and where you could actually purchase with a purpose?
That's what I call cool. Welcome to Plenty Mercantile in downtown OKC, a place where every product has been handpicked by the proprietors who search near and far for the well-crafted and well-intentioned.
There are so many cool people out there doing great things, and we're here to celebrate that.
You never know what you'll find at Plenty Mercantile, but you can count on the fact it'll be fun and responsibly created.
This piece is actually one of my very favorites. I own it. It's vintage German glass, and we have several different styles, and it's handmade in America. And
a ring.
Yes, and my ring. This is made in LA by a girl named Laurel Hill. She hand makes all of it, and we have bracelets and all sorts from her. They've been really, really popular. Then I studied sustainability and entrepreneurship in school, so now I'm able to be the gatekeeper on what we consider sustainable or responsible.
And they don't call it a mercantile for nothing.
Buy what we love.
Fits our criteria, and that's it. So it's kind of it's a true mercantile.
We start with the pieces that take our breath away, and then we verify that they've done the right thing in production or materials or what have you. Product-wise, we have authentic, one-of-a-kind pieces that we go out and pick out of fields, and then we pair those one-of-a-kinds with responsibly made new merchandise. So it's the mix that we like, and that creates it to be a mercantile.
And we're also putting in an organic garden on the roof and an event space, and we'll be doing our workshops, our interactive workshops up there and down here. So and that's what I'm looking forward to the most, because we're truly a community-based store.
While the products are worth the trip to Plenty Mercantile, the space itself is an awesome work of repurposing and redesigning in downtown OKC's Automobile Alley, which is also a relatively recent reinvention.
Wow, we love it. We looked for over a year for space, and we have a 57 red pickup truck, Chevy pickup truck. So when we found out that this was the 1920 Chevy building, we thought, okay, well, that's clearly the sign we're looking for.
People are coming down to eat lunch, and they're going to church. There's several churches in the area, so
people are riding their bikes, they're walking by, so it's been good.
It's fun.
Plenty Mercantile's website features all kinds of valuable information. Find out all about this fascinating store by clicking on the Discover Oklahoma page at travelok.com.
All right, we still have more on the way.
We're headed to Stillwater, where there's an indoor playland the kids will tell you is a hot spot, but rest assured is comfortably climate controlled. We'll take you there when AAA's Discover Oklahoma continues.
He's been our insurance agent for the last 6 years, but the year before that, he was the best man at my wedding.
Asked him if I could quote his auto insurance, to which he said, yes, but you're gonna have to beat the company I've been with for forever in order to get it.
I didn't think they'd be able to.
So I took the opportunity to quote it, and I was able to save him about $600 a year.
Man, I was just like, boom shakalaka, like, are you kidding me?
He actually said that on the phone, boom shakalaka.
You know, saving money with AAA means food on the table for my family. Even after he saved us tons of money, he's looked at our policy over the years and helped us make changes to save even more money without us asking.
We offer the best of both worlds. We have great customer satisfaction through the level of service that we provide, and combined with an amazingly low rate that most companies out there cannot even come close to.
You know, as a parent and as a husband, I know that AAA is going to take care of us. I don't have to worry about it. AAA is going to be there. Levi's going to be there. They're going to take care of our needs.
In a world where everything seems the same,
There's no choices.
join us.
We have to get out of here.
One car is different. Ford Fusion. Great mileage. Leave the rest behind. Now, during the Ford Summer Spectacular, get a blockbuster deal. A Fusion with $2,000 cash back. Now playing at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Welcome back. AAA Oklahoma makes this show possible and does a lot of other great things around our state. Here's a look at today's AAA.
Hi, Christy Gettle here with AAA Oklahoma. Since 1902, AAA has been the #1 name for roadside assistance. But did you know we're also considered a leader for auto, home, and life insurance? So what sets us apart from the competition? To start, AAA is rated A+ Superior by AM Best for financial stability and claims paying ability. And because we're fiscally strong, we provide our members and policyholders with extensive coverage savings. Just for being loyal, members can save up to 15% on auto insurance. Multi-policy discounts? We've got those too. Save 5% on auto and 30% on home when you insure both through AAA. Plus, with offices throughout the U.S. and representatives available 24/7, you know you're covered with AAA. To learn more about AAA auto, home, and life insurance, visit AAA.com.
AAA for the ones who matter most to you. Well, we continue now paying homage to the AC as we find destinations where you can get in and out of the heat.
Now we have one more stop today. It's in Stillwater, and this one's for the kids.
The Oklahoma Wondertorium, as Shel Wagner tells us, is a great place that will fire up kids' imaginations with cool, hands-on activities.
Stillwater has long been synonymous with learning and playing. But now that's truer than ever for Stillwater's 12 and under set.
There were a group of moms who were frustrated because they were traveling an hour or more away from Stillwater or this area to do fun educational things with their children. And so they rallied together, and instead of just complaining, they decided to do something about it.
What they did about it was to create their own little slice of wonderful, a fairy tale caliber children's museum named appropriately the Oklahoma Wondertorium. But getting to the wonderful stage didn't exactly happen by itself.
We had to build a lot of community awareness because in the beginning people didn't understand what a children's museum was. Even today we have even donors who've given significant amounts of money to make this happen will walk in the building and say, oh, this is what you were talking about.
Every time we would travel somewhere, I would make my husband and kids, we would go to a children's museum. So we started looking at them all over the country.
They brought back to Stillwater the best ideas and then added many of their own brainstorms.
It has just been amazing to see it come to fruition. I'm not an early childhood education major, but I have learned so much about the importance of play and what that does for a child's brain. So it's amazing to watch these kids just make up things and pretend, and it empowers them, and I really believe it will make a difference in their growth.
Allow plenty of time when you bring your kids because this isn't the sort of place where you can just make a lap and be on your way. And there's no predicting which exhibits will grab you. Ooh, these baby dolls even smelled sweet. My girls had a special interest in the Japan-themed area built in honor of Stillwater's Japanese sister city. But there were plenty of other interactive exhibits that really pulled us in. And there's new stuff happening all the time.
We have our education room that we use for a variety of activities. We try to change things out every month or so to be more inviting, to be intriguing, to keep people coming in. And then I also do special programs as well as camps.
There's even a private room for parties. And enough hands-on fun to keep your crew entertained for hours. Crafty fun, silly fun, waterful fun, even farm fun. And all the while, fun that stimulates curiosity and learning in a way that feels nothing like those finals weeks you may associate with Stillwater. At the Oklahoma Wondertorium in Stillwater, I'm Shel Wagner.
For information and directions to the Oklahoma Wondertorium, find out about their hours and prizes, a calendar of events, and much more, just visit the Discover Oklahoma page at travelok.com. Well, that's our show for this week. Thanks for coming along, and a big thanks to the folks here at Prairie Gothic. This is a really great store in Guthrie where you can find some unique gifts and some really neat Oklahoma stuff.
Absolutely. And we also want to thank you very much for watching. Next week, we've got your family vacation all sketched out with family-friendly itineraries that'll help you squeeze the most out of summer.
From a juicy agritourism destination to day trips so close, there won't even be time for your kids to ask, are we there yet? Hope you'll join us.
So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma. Production vehicle provided by the Oklahoma Ford Dealers, official partner of the Oklahoma Tourism and Recreation Department.